Welcome everyone to the pre-construction video for Oakland Road and Old Marion Road Northeast from Center Street to Regent Street.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Selby. I am the project manager from the City of Cedar Rapids for this project.
My name is Doug Wilson. I'm the Paving for Progress program manager with the City of Cedar Rapids.
Mike Dryden. I'm the project manager with Willett Hoffman on the Oakland Road project.
This video overview will talk about the Paving for Progress program, an update on how it's going. We're going to talk about the project details on Oakland Road and Old Marion Road and a timeline for the project. And then at the end, we'll mention how to contact us if you have any questions, and of course, during construction itself. So with Paving for Progress, we've done a lot of work on the streets in the past 7 years. We've invested $116 million in our streets versus $55 million that we'd invested through bonds in the previous 10 years. We have an additional $18.5 million each year to spend on our streets. And of course, one of the best things about it is that we get to pay as you go with the local option sales tax without incurring debt due to bonds. And now we also get to make permanent repairs versus temporary fixes because we have enough funding to do that type of work. And this is an example, this project is an example of that, where we're making permanent fixes versus just filling potholes and getting by as we have to. So through the first 7 years of the program, we've improved 65 miles of roadway here in the city. We've completed 209 projects. As I said, $116 million invested, and 66% of the roads have been completed in residential areas versus 33% on more heavily traveled roadways. This is because in the 10 years prior to having Paved for Progress, we were only able to focus on those most heavily traveled roads with the limited funding that we had. So this certainly gives us an opportunity to work on streets like Oakland Road that have been less taken care of over the years. So brief project history. We started the planning for this project back in 2016. We had a public meeting in February of 2017. As we worked on it, we expanded the scope of the project to include some side streets and storm sewer extensions because we needed to do that to totally drain the street. In October of 2019, we had a second public meeting. The first phase of the project, we completed Old Marion Road construction between Regent Street and C Avenue. And now in January of 2021, we received the final construction contract bid to reconstruct Old Marion Road and Oakland Road between Regent and Center Street. Now where we're at is between the bid of the project and construction, and that's why we're here to talk to you today, to give you some information on the project and who to contact during construction and prior to construction in case you have any questions. And with that, I'll turn it over to Mike Dryden, who's going to talk about the Oakland Road Northeast project.
Hi, thanks, Doug. This is Mike Dryden, the project engineer for Willett Hoffman Associates. So the project is scheduled for a 2-year construction period. The first year will start at 33rd Street and will end just past Miami Court. The second year will start at Miami Court, where we ended off this year, and will go to the end of the Old Marion Road project. So the work this year will include pavement reconstruction, total reconstruction of Oakland Road. It also will include the replacement or reconstruction of Miami Court and Hollywood Boulevard to Richmond Drive. Included in that will be sanitary sewer, and we will construct a storm sewer system that doesn't exist today. Water main replacement for basically the entire length of the project. We will fill in sidewalk gaps and raise the sidewalk to current ADA standards. There will be 2 5-foot wide bike lanes on both sides of the pavement or both sides of the roadway. When we build the storm sewer improvements, and what isn't one today, we'll have to construct storm sewer down Houston Street, tie into the storm sewer at 35th Street. And then the intersections at Gulf Road and 42nd Street will be reconstructed so that the roadways come in at a 90-degree angle to the road. The timeline this year is to basically begin construction in April. We will finish construction just north of Miami Court in the fall. Over the winter, the utility work will occur if the weather allows. The traffic or the roadway will be open to traffic. In spring of 2022, we'll pick up where we left off this year on the paving and utility work, and then we will finish construction for the whole project in the fall of 2022. On the screen now is the proposed staging for the project. The dashed line represents basically the utility improvements. That is the first stage that will occur. After that, the project will be built in basically 3 stages, we believe. Basically from 33rd to 35th, from 35th through Houston Street, including Hollywood, and then from Houston Street through up to Miami Court, including Miami Court. The underground utilities will be built first in all areas. So the entire storm sewer system, the water main, and the sanitary sewer improvements will all happen first. Then we'll pave the street again from 33rd to 35th, from 35th through Houston, including Hollywood, and then Houston Street, including Miami Court. The roadway will be closed to traffic in the spring to through traffic. When we're actually to the paving operations, the roadway will be totally closed. Residents will have to park on the side streets. Accesses to businesses will be maintained. Parking on the new pavement will be allowed while your driveway is being replaced approximately 2 weeks after the roadway is paved. There will be brief interruptions to water and sewer. You will be notified in advance of those interruptions. And the roadway will be open to full traffic again by winter. This is the first phase this year's construction. Next year, the construction will basically happen where we ended off this year at Miami Court through Gulf Street. Then there'll be a section from Gulf Street up through 42nd Street, and then basically the easterly end of the project will be the last piece. So again, the underground utilities will precede any pavement reconstruction, and then the paving areas are Miami Court to Gulf Street through 1101 Old Marion Road, and 1101 Old Marion Road to the west of Regent Street. Again, the project or the traffic will be closed to through traffic while utilities are worked on. It will be closed to all traffic when the paving is underway. Again, residents should park on side streets or as directed by the landlord. Access to the businesses will be maintained. You will be allowed to park on the new pavement while your driveway is being replaced approximately 2 weeks after the initial paving. There will be brief interruptions to water and sewer expected. Again, you will be notified of those interruptions in advance. And the project will totally be restored in probably the spring of 2023, depending on how long the paving runs into the fall of 2022. So some common resident concerns are driveway access, water service disruptions, intersection closures, mail delivery, and waste removal. The contractor will be putting door hangers on your home prior to the start of construction. That'll basically detail that your waste removal, you basically place your waste receptacles out on the curb, and the contractor will pick them up during construction. Your mail delivery will be continued throughout the project. You'll be notified if there's when the water service disruptions or sanitary sewer disruptions would happen, and then let you know of when your driveway is going to be replaced, and if there's any intersection closures. If you do have special access concerns, if you could let the contractor know at that point, and we can try and get you accommodated. I would ask if you're concerned or interested in the project, please sign up to an email to pavingforprogress@cedarrapids.org and ask to be added to the Oakland Road and Old Marion Road email list.
Thank you, Mike, for that description of the project. So how can you contact us? We're always available. You can email, phone us, mail us, or request a Zoom call. Please leave feedback online at www.cityofcedarrapids.com/virtualpublicworks. You can also contact the City Project Manager, Jennifer Selby, at 319-286-5622 or emailing pavingforprogress@cedar-rapids.org. Once again, thank you for taking the time to view this video, and we look forward to hearing from you and having a successful project over the next 2 years. Thank you again.